So, what do you do when you're worried about money? I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear of it and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt God's name together, for this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome back, everybody, to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. And today, we are talking about what to do when we are worried about our money. So, let me leave you some practical tips and steps to apply when this situation comes up and you see yourself worrying about what to do about your money situations. The first step into quit worrying about your money problems is check your priorities. There's a beautiful passage of scripture in the book of Haggai, and this book is only one chapter, so please read it. But in this book of Haggai, where God says, I want you to think about what is happening around you. You are planting so much, but you are not seeing much in return. And the reason God says is because all of y'all are living in these luxurious homes while the temple you are supposed to build for me lies in ruins. So you are so concerned about pushing your agenda forward that God's priority continue to lay on the back burner. And because of this, two things happen when we don't put God first. So God says, I have a way of making the money you bring in fall through the holes in your pants pocket. God even says, whatever you bring in, I'm going to blow it away. Then God says, there are some blessings that I want to release in your life, but I'm going to withhold them until you make my agenda a priority in your life. It could be very well that God desperately wants you to put him first in some areas of your life. And God is using this frustration with your finances to get your attention. The second step is access what you can control. And this one is huge, because many of us are worried about money when our mismanagement of it is the source of our stress. As a matter of fact, Paul said we are supposed to be content with food and clothing. We should be content. So I want to challenge you, if you are stressed out about your finances, to look closely at your current budget, and you may find a few $100s each month that you can save that will relieve some of the financial stress you are up under. We as Christians love to say, well, I'm just trusting God for my finances. But the same Bible says faith without works are dead. In other words, it's more than just trusting God. You may have to work a second job in order to relieve yourself from some of the stress that you're up under. The Bible has a lot of positive things to say about work and a lot of negative things to say about laziness. And so I love to think of it this way. Work as if everything depended on you, and trust as if everything depended on God. My third step, stop worrying and trust God. It's been said that worrying pulls tomorrow's cloud over today's sunshine. And Jesus had a lot to say about this subject in Matthew in the 6th chapter. So I want to give you 6 quick facts about worrying. Statistics prove that over 90% of what we worry about never comes to pass. Next, worrying wastes times. And then worrying is unproductive. Worrying adds tension to our relationships. Worrying hinders us from enjoying life as God intended. And finally, worrying leads to more worrying and stress. So I want to encourage, inspire, and motivate you to stay present and to resist the temptation to allow the enemy to steal your joy and wreak havoc in your mind with the proverbial what if game. And then accept your financial difficulty as a tool God uses to develop your faith. Jesus said, in this life you will have trouble. Peter said, stop being surprised when these difficulties come because Christians all over the world are experiencing similar trouble. And James said, God is using this difficulty to develop perseverance in our life. And so if you are struggling with your finances today, you are stressed out and frustrated, just know that God may be using this difficulty in your life to elevate your faith from middle school faith to high school faith, so that the next time these difficulties come, you will be able to look back and see how faithful God was in your past, which will give you the confidence you need to know that if He's done it before, He can do it again. Worry has been described as a thin stream of fear trickling through the mind, and if encouraged, inspired, and motivated, it cuts a channel into which all other thoughts are drained. So be strong and don't ever quit. Look up, get up, but don't ever give up. And yes, weapons may form against us, but they shall not, they cannot, and they will not prosper, because we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. Also, feel free to check out some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Subscribe to it if you like them, and thank you so much for watching this video. Let me invite you to visit my website at www.bebetteronpurpose.com. Connect with me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/drdarrylljones. Follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/DrBJRelates. And subscribe today to this YouTube channel. www.youtube.com/C/bebetteronpurpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones, and book me to speak at your next event by emailing me at bebetteronpurpose@gmail.com. Well, until we're together again, be better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones.